Alrighty guys, I'm going to be giving you guys a breakdown and explanation of this Daikin branch selector box. So again, this Daikin branch selector box is a part of the Daikin VRF system. This system, we have 2 branch selector boxes. All this thing is designed to do is you have on this side here, I'm going to point out, this is your main refrigerant lines coming in. This side of the box is obviously the refrigerant lines that go to each individual fan coil. As you can see, this box here has 4 set of lines, so that means this box has 4 fan coils connected to it. So inside this branch selector box, there's not much maintenance to be done. All there is inside is there's a bunch of mini EEVs that regulate the flow and change refrigerant flow to different fan coil, you know, recycling both hot gas and suction to where it needs to go. So that's where the whole VRF, we can get away with having multiple zones at once. You can have some areas in heating, some in cooling, and this is where the box goes and just pretty much sends the refrigerant where it needs to go. Instead of going back to the condenser, getting recycled, if it's in heat, to the outside, that hot gas from the area where it's cooling pushes to the fan coil where it needs heating. So there's the whole kind of simple breakdown of this box here. So this system has 2 of them. Again, I'm going to mention that again. As far as the way this thing is ran, there's a low voltage communication line that gets ran to each individual fan coil unit. That's how this box knows that, hey, I'm connected to fan coil, for example, I'm going to point over here, FC15B. So this refrigerant line here goes and lands on the second set of lines here. So inside there's a terminal block. Daikin likes to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G on their piping. So there would be a comm line ran on the B terminal, which will correspond with the second set of pipes would be B, which will go to this fan coil here, FCU1B. So if you guys did ever need to troubleshoot or look into it, that's how you guys can also tell. So you would have both the comm wires labeled on the inside, and you can follow the refrigerant lines back to the individual fan coil. Now, that's gonna be pretty much it. There's not really much to these guys. It's just, that's your pretty much the heart of the VRF system. That's where all the refrigerant gets passed around and delegated to its right fan coil unit. So when there is a call from the thermostat, it does go to the branch selector box. Well, it is connected to the fan coil unit, but essentially at the end of the day, it goes to the branch selector box to open up the EEVs to allow refrigerant to then go to its dedicated fan coil that's calling at the time. So aside from that, this unit here, this branch selector box 1-2 has 4 fan coil units, 1-1 has 5. So that's going to be our total of 9 indoor units for the VRF. Aside from that, you guys have any questions? Yes, so there is 2 control boards located on the inside of this unit.
Okay.
But aside from that, all it is just tying in the low voltage comm, dedicating the piping with the fan coil. And also on the other side of the terminal block, there's a set of daisy chain wires that daisy chains the comm to the centralized controller. So you'll see, if you ever open it up, you'll see a section dedicated to the fan coils, and you'll see another section dedicated to the central controller. So all that means is, hey, we're daisy chaining our equipment back to the Daikin's front end so that it brings all that information in, so it can be seen on the BMS. So with these systems at the condenser itself, if you guys are servicing, need to pull a vacuum, recovering refrigerant, anything along those lines, you would put it in what's called a vacuum mode. Vacuum mode sends a dedicated signal to everything to open up all the EVs to 100%. So at that point, if you need to make a repair, pull some refrigerant out, you can do so. But all that can be found in the literature, and then on the condenser, it gives you like a brief breakdown on how to do that. Alrighty, this will conclude this portion of the training.